So if x minus p by x square minus 3x plus 2 is real for all x belongs to R, then find the value of p. So that is the problem. Okay. So what you have to do? You have to take this expression as a y and then apply cross multiplication. Okay. So y equal to x minus p by x square minus 3x plus 2. And now this is x square minus 3x plus 2 into y equal to x minus p. Yeah. So y x square, okay, y x square, and this is minus 3y plus 1 into x. Take this x to the left side, minus x na. So minus of 3y plus 1 into x plus 2y plus p equal to 0. Yeah, fine. So what is given? X is real. Since x is real, x is the root of this quadratic equation and x is real. So the discriminant must be greater than or equal to 0. Okay. Since x belongs to R, okay na? So d must be greater than or equal to 0. Yeah. That is 3y plus 1 whole square minus 4ac. 4 into 2y plus p is greater than or equal to 0. Yeah. Now this is 9y square plus 6y plus 1 minus 8y minus 4p is greater than or equal to 0. Yeah. Now this is 9y square, 6y minus 8y minus 2y, okay, plus 1 minus 4p is greater than or equal to 0. Okay. Now see, this is a quadratic equation in y and this expression is greater than or equal to 0. This expression is greater than or equal to 0. That is, the value of this expression is positive. Okay. So that means so how about the graph? This expression is positive and a equal to 4 which is less than 0. A equal to 9 which is greater than 0. So it has a minimum. So that means the possibility of the graph is like this. The possibility of the graph is like this. Okay, fine. And otherwise it may touch completely above x-axis or it touch the x-axis. Yeah, in this case d is less than 0. Yes or no? D is less than 0 in this case because imaginary roots, real and equal roots. So in this case d equal to 0. Okay, so the discriminant of this expression is must be less than or equal to 0. Yeah. Now what is the discriminant of this one? B square 4 minus 4ac. 4 into 9 into 1 minus 4p is less than or equal to 0. Yeah. And now this is 1 minus, okay, take common 4. 1 minus 9 into 1 minus 4p is less than or equal to 0. So 1 minus 9 plus 36p. 36p. 1 minus 9 plus 36p is less than or equal to 0. Yeah. Minus 8 plus 36p is less than or equal to 0. Okay. Na? And now what about this? I think we made somewhere wrong. No? So x square minus 3x plus 2 into y equal to x minus p. So y x square minus of 3y plus 1. Okay. 2y plus b equal 0. So discriminant is greater than or equal 0. So b square minus 4ac. So 9y square plus 6y plus 1 minus 8y minus 4p is greater than or equal 0. So 9y square minus 2y plus 1 minus 4p is greater than or equal 0. So discriminant must be less than or equal 0. B square 4 minus 4ac. Yeah. Okay. And now, so this is, so the graph is like this, either like this or it may touch. Fine. So in this case, D is less than 0. Here D equal to 0. Okay. And now, so 6 minus 4p, 6 minus 4p whole square b square minus 4ac, 4ac. Okay. Is less than or equal to 0. So this is 36. Okay. Plus 16 p square minus 48 p minus 4 is less than or equal to 0. So 16 p square minus 48 p plus 32 is less than or equal to 0. So take common 16 p square minus 3p plus 2 is less than or equal to 0. So this is p minus 2 into p minus 1 is less than or equal to 0. So take a real line. If you take a real line, so 1, 2, plus, minus, plus. So negative means, so here p belongs to 1 comma 2. Closed interval 1 comma 2. Okay na? But here, see in denominator, x square minus 3x, x square minus 3x plus 2 should not be equal to 0. So that means x minus 1 into x minus 2 should not be equal to 0. So therefore, x not equal to 1 comma 2. X not equal to 1 comma 2. So therefore, what is the value of p? P belongs to open interval 1 comma 2. Yeah. Okay, na? Clear? Now it's clear. Okay, na? Yeah. Okay, is it clear? So Bhan Supriya, are you there? Okay, fine. Okay, so I think one more problem is there now. Yeah. Now, so what is that problem? The another problem is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 whole power mod x plus 1 by mod x minus 1 is greater than 1. Huh? What is that problem? The homework problem. Yeah, here minus 1, this one plus 1. Okay, fine. So this is the problem. Okay. And now see, here 1 is there. Now this can be written as 2 by 3 whole power mod x minus 1 by mod x plus 1 is greater than 1 can be written as 2 by 3 whole power 0. Na? Yes or no? 1 can be written any. Okay. Na? 1 can be written as something power 0. Oh. Now see, here bases are equal. Bases are equal. But 2 by 3 is less than 1. 2 by 3 is less than 1. And bases are equal. So what about powers? So mod x minus 1 by mod x plus 1, okay na, is less than 0. Yes or no? Any doubt? Any doubt? See, the symbol will be changed. Okay. Since this 2 by 3 is lies between 0 and 1. If this is greater than 1, same symbol will follow. Since it less than 1, okay, now the opposite symbol will come. So mod x minus 1 by mod x plus 1 is less than 0. Okay, here greater than, so here you have to write less than 0. Now in this is a ratio a by b. So a by b less than 0 means one of them is positive, another one is negative. Okay, but mod x plus 1 is always positive. Na? Okay, so but mod x plus 1 is always greater than 0 because mod x is positive. Sum of two positive numbers is always positive. Since it is positive, it must be negative. So therefore, mod x minus 1 must be less than 0 because denominator is positive now. So numerator must be negative. Numerator must be negative. So that means mod x is less than 1. So mod x less than a. That means x lies between minus a and a. Okay na? So minus 1 less than x less than 1. So therefore x belongs to open interval minus 1 comma 1. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Any doubt? Okay, Samta. See, this is of the form a power p is greater than b. Okay, na? Otherwise, okay, this is the relation. Now this can be, in this case, a power p is greater than a power 0, because here 1 is given, b value 1 is given. So a power p greater than a power 0. Now bases are equal, then powers are, okay, since bases are equal, the powers will follow the sign. So that means p greater than 0 if a greater than 1. If a greater than 1, then same symbol will follow. Okay, na? Otherwise, opposite will symbol will come. P less than 0 if 0 less than a less than 1. Okay, na? Clear? Otherwise, this can be written as P greater than log B base A if a greater than 1. P greater than log B base A. But B value 1 here. If you apply log here, mod x minus 1 by mod x plus 1, okay, na? Log 1 base 2 by 3. This one actually. But here A is less than 1, so opposite symbol will come like that. This is the original formula, exponential formula, okay, na? Exponential inequalities. Yes, less than log 1 base 2 by 3. Since a less than 1, opposite symbol will come. But what is log 1? 0. Log 1 is 0. So this is less than 0. Clear, Samta? Is it clear? Okay, fine. Okay, now we will start a new concept today. So that is theory of equations. Okay, this concept is extension of the quadratic expressions. Okay, this is extension of the quadratic expressions. Theory of equations. So until now we discussed about the a polynomial equation which is of degree 2, which is a quadratic equation. But theory of equations means the equation of any degree. Okay. Now, so suppose for example, I am taking a quadratic equation. Sorry, I am taking a polynomial equation of degree n, like f of x equal to a naught x power n plus a1 x power n minus 1 plus a2 x power n minus 2 plus so on plus an x power n. Sorry. Plus an equal to 0. So this is the polynomial equation of degree n. Of degree n, a naught x power n plus a1 x power n minus 1 plus an x power n minus 2 plus so on an equal to 0. Yeah. Now, since it is the polynomial equation of degree n, it has at least one root as well as it has at most n roots. Okay. Every polynomial equation of degree n has at most n roots. Okay. Clear? Suppose if you take a quadratic equation, it has at most two roots. If you take a cubic equation, it has at most three roots. Suppose this equation, this polynomial equation has more than n roots. If it has more than n roots, that means if f of x has more than n roots, then this becomes, it becomes ఏమంటారు దీన్ని, ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పాం దీని గురించి, ఆల్రెడీ డిస్కస్ చేసాం, మనం ప్రాబ్లం కూడా చేసాం. జనరల్గా ఏదైనా ఒక పాలినామియల్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఆఫ్ డిగ్రీ n ఇస్తే ఇట్ హ్యాస్ n రూట్స్. ఇన్ జనరల్ ఇట్ హ్యాస్ అట్మోస్ట్ n రూట్స్. ఓకేనా? సో n కంటే ఎక్కువ రూట్స్ ఉంటే పాసిబిలిటీ లేదు. ఒకవేళ n కంటే ఎక్కువ రూట్స్ ఉంటే అప్పుడు దీన్ని ఏమంటామని చెప్పాం, ఇఫ్ దిస్ f of x has more than n roots, then it is called, are you remembered or forget? Mamata, no response. Sneha, ఏదైనా ఒక పాలినామియల్ ఈక్వేషన్ అనేది దాని డిగ్రీ కంటే ఎక్కువ రూట్స్ ఉంటే దాన్ని ఏమంటాం? సో ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలని చెప్పాను. దానిపైన ఒక ప్రాబ్లం కూడా చేసాం మనం. నా వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తుందా లేదా మీకు? ఆర్ యూ ఏబుల్ టు లిజన్ మై వాయిస్? Okay, fine. If a polynomial equation of degree n has more than n roots, then it is called, then it is called no idea. Yeah, Mamata, a equal 0, b equal 0, c equal 0. If d is there, suppose if d is there, a, b, c, d, e, f, g. If a, b, c is there, that's all. It is called identity. Okay, na? It is called identity. Then the coefficients of the terms, simply the coefficients, a0, a1, a2, so on, an are called the coefficients, na? Then the coefficients becomes 0. Okay, na? If it is identity, then the coefficients become 0. Fine? Clear? గుర్తుకొచ్చిందా లేదా? ఓకే, రెస్పాండ్ ఇవ్వండి, చాట్ చేయండి. వాట్ అబౌట్ అదర్స్? దివ్యశ్రీ, ఈ పాయింట్ గుర్తొచ్చిందా లేదా? ప్రాబ్లం కూడా చేశాను దీనిపైన. ఓకే, ఫైన్. Now, since it is a polynomial equation of degree n, it has at most n roots. Anyway, if all the coefficients, what are the coefficients? A0, a1, an. If the coefficients are real, then it has n roots. Okay, na? So let roots be. Okay, the roots are alpha 1, alpha 2, Okay, so on alpha n. These are the roots. Then S1, which is the sum of the roots. Sum of the roots. Alpha 1 plus alpha 2 plus so on alpha n, which is equal to minus a1 by a naught. Minus a1 by a naught. That is minus coefficient of x power n minus 1 by coefficient of x power n. Actually, we discussed this in previous classes, that is in previous concept, which is in quadratic expressions. Okay, na? Now S2, sigma alpha 1, alpha 2. That is sum of the product of two roots taken at a time. Sum of the product of two roots taken at a time. Okay, na? So it will be denoted by S2. Now what is this value? A2 by A0. A2 by A0. Yeah? Honest. So similarly, Sn. Sn is the product of the roots, which is alpha 1, alpha 2, so on, alpha n. It's equal to minus 1 power n. Okay? A0 by, sorry, An by A0. Yeah. Suppose if you want to write S3, suppose if you want to write S3, what is S3? S3 equal to sigma alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3. Sum of the product of the three roots taken at a time. Taken at a time. So which is minus A3 by A0. Minus A3 by A0. Clear? So if you observe here, the here symbols are minus, plus, minus, so on. So minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, alternate symbols will come. So that at nth time, minus 1 power n, which is n is the constant by coefficient of x power n. Okay. So this is nothing but minus 1 power n constant by coefficient of x power n. Yeah, minus 1 power n constant by coefficient of x power n. Yeah. Now say, so this is a polynomial equation of degree n. The coefficients a0, a1, an, so on an are real. Then the first point is sum of the roots, which is minus a1 by a0. Next two, sum of the product of the two roots taken at a time, which is a2 by a0. So on. And the product of the roots is minus 1 power n constant by coefficient of x power n. Remember, okay? Now, so we will discuss about the cubic polynomial. We will discuss about the cubic polynomial. Okay, suppose the given polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0. This is the polynomial equation. Okay, fine. And now here, so let the roots be alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma. Three roots only. Okay, fine. Now S1, which is sigma alpha, equal to minus d by a. Minus d by a. Now S2, sigma alpha beta, sum of the product of the two roots taken at a time. So which is c by a. And S3, which is product of the roots alpha, beta, gamma. Okay, na? So it can be written as pi alpha also. Pi alpha means product of the roots equal to minus d by a. See, minus plus minus. Okay, na? Minus b by a, c by a, minus d by a. So this is for cubic polynomial. Okay now. So remember this relation between the roots and the coefficients of the given polynomial equation. Okay now. Now we will solve some problems. So find the monic polynomial. The problem is find the monic polynomial. So whose roots are 2, 3, 6. Whose roots are 2, 3, 6. So this is the problem. Yeah. So monic polynomial. So monic polynomial means, what is the meaning of monic polynomial? Give response. Anybody? What is the meaning of monic polynomial? Degree is 1. Degree is 1, then it is called linear polynomial. Naha. Okay, so we will start new session.